Good evening, my dear students. Uh, Today I will discuss a very important topic, that is uh, on your textbook for class 12 political science subject. As we know that we have two textbooks. The first one is Contemporary World Politics, that is part A for class 12 political science subject. And the second one is Politics in India since Independence, that is part B. And I already told you that this part A and part B, we have 80 marks, total 80 marks. So 20 marks is for your practical examinations. So again, out of this 80 marks, again divided into 40 marks for each subject. Okay, so now I will discussing on this your part A, that is contemporary world politics. So in this video, I will discuss on this total units of your this part A, the content of this textbook, and topic wise and unit wise discussions on this textbook, and the marking distributions, because we have 40 marks for this textbook. Okay, so out of these 40 marks, again it is divided into different marks for different units. Okay, because we have total 7 units in this textbook. So first one is, that is first unit of this textbook is the end of bipolarity. Now second unit is contemporary center of power. Third one is contemporary South Asia. Fourth unit is international organizations. Fifth unit is security in contemporary world. Fifth unit is environment and natural resources. The last 7 unit is globalizations. Okay, so I'll briefly discuss on the content of this each unit. The first of all, we have the unit 1, that is end of bipolarity. In this unit, we are going to discuss on these integrations of USSR. USSR stands for Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. Here we are going to discuss on this the end of Cold War politics. There are two blocks, that is communisms and capitalisms. Socialisms, that means communisms having ideology of socialisms, and democracy having ideology of capitalisms. Okay, so world was divided into two groups, that is communisms and the capitalisms. Okay, so here end of bipolarity means end of this disintegrations of USSR and end of Cold War politics in 1991, after the disintegrations of this USSR. And this is the communisms, the end of communisms in the world politics in the contemporary era. Okay, so we are going to discuss on all those different issues and the challenges of these causes of disintegrations of USSR in these units. Okay, and after the disintegrations of and the end of communisms in the contemporary world politics, then emergence of the unipolar world. So all those issues that we are going to discuss in this first unit. Okay, now second one is contemporary center of power. Here basically we are talking about specifically European Union. That means shortly we call it as EU and ASEAN. This specifically these two organizations, the international organization, that is European Union, and the next one is ASEAN, Associations of South Asian, Associations of Southeast Asian nations, and this ASEAN consists of 10 countries. Okay, for example, Thailand, Myanmar, and the Philippines, Vietnam, etc. And these are the countries which are which comes under this ASEAN nations. Okay, So we'll discuss on these objectives. What are the objectives of these actions, the backgrounds, and the present scenarios of these two organizations and its contributions in the world politics, the economic, political, social issues that we are going to discuss. And again, the relationship with the India and ASEAN, Southeast Asian countries, that is very important because we are maintaining the relationship with these northeast regions of Indian subcontinent with that part of the Southeast Asian countries. Right? Okay, so this is very important topic that we are going to discuss. Now, third unit is this is contemporary South Asia. So this is also one of the important units, and here basically we are going to discuss about the SAARC. SAARC stands for South Asian Association of Regional Cooperations. So we have Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka. Okay, so these are the countries which comes under this South Asian nations. Okay, so relationship, politics, cultural, all these dynamics that we are going to discuss in these units. So very interesting. And also the relations with India, neighboring countries. Okay, how India maintain a relationship with its neighboring countries. Okay, so that's we are going to discuss. Now, fourth unit, that is international organizations. As you know that international organization, it stands for the organizations, the global organizations like United Nations organizations. We can talk about UNO. Okay. So we'll discuss on these objectives, the basic principles of United Nations organizations, and the main organs of United Nations organizations, and the present role and the dynamics of United Nations organizations. That is also very important. Okay, so here also, if we talk about World Trade Organizations, World Health Organizations, World Bank, and the International Monetary Fund, these are the organizations that we are going to discuss in these units. Okay, so next one is security in the contemporary world. Here we are going to discuss on human rights issues. Okay, the most importantly violations of the human rights and epidemics. Okay, like coronavirus. All these things are, uh, very important issues and challenges for today's contemporary world politics. And you have experience of this coronavirus, COVID-19. Okay, so all those health issues, the health epidemics, which are very dangerous for the human civilizations and the human lives in this contemporary world politics. So we are going to discuss on all those issues, okay, in this security. And we have two types of security, that is traditional and non-traditional, and I will be taking classes on the topic. And again, this unit 6, environment and the natural resources. As you know all that, what is environment, what is natural resources, okay, the importance of our environment, and we'll also discuss about some of the important international agreements like Kyoto Protocol agreements, the United Nations organizations initiative for global warming, climate changes. All these things will cover in these units. Okay, and the last one is globalizations. The meaning of globalization, what is globalizations, and causes of globalizations in modern world, and the impact of globalizations, cultural impact, social impact, political impact. That topic we will discuss in this unit, last unit. So that is the brief discussions on this part A, that is contemporary world politics. And if we're talking about the marking distributions, as I already told you that we have 40 marks, getting 40 marks in this unit, and each unit Here we are getting 6 marks, 6 marks, 6 marks, 6, 6, 6, and the last one is 4 marks. Okay. So according to these classifications of marking systems, you have to prepare yourself. Okay. So one important thing is that for especially for political science subject students, I would like to suggest you that political science subject is a dynamic subject, and its information always change. You need to understand the present scenario of the world politics and the contemporary issues, and to update yourself, you have to read newspaper regularly. You have to watch television's news like BBC, like Al Jazeera. There are so many channels that is also available in your cell phone. Okay, so you can watch those present issues like now what is exactly happening around in the world, like the Gaza problems, Israel and Iran issues, United Nations issues, and United States of America with Iran, Palestine issues. So these are the the present issues which is happening around in the world, and the role of United Nations organizations on these issues, the views of the different states and the different nation states on these issues. That is very important. Human rights violations, how violating the human rights, and the role of the human rights commissions, the United Nations Human Rights Commissions. So these are the important issues. So you have to update yourself. This political science subject is very dynamic subject. You need to update yourself. So that is very important. Okay. So next video, I'll try to make topic-wise discussion, and keep watching my videos, and please subscribe and update yourself, and thank you very much. Okay.